Hello, Central Florida. My name is Randy Seepersaud, and today I am joined with a very special guest, Anganie Ali. Along with her husband, Anganie is the owner of SSSNEMT. Now, you may ask me, what does an NEMT stand for? NEMT stands for a non-emergency medical transportation company. Anganie, I want to thank you for having me and being here this evening. Tell the viewers a little bit more about what NEMT stands for.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me. NEMT is exactly what it says. So we do everything that is not emergency related. So we can pick up patients, clients from hospitals, nursing homes, rehabs, and take them to their destinations wherever they're going. And then we also take patients and clients to doctor's appointments, dialysis treatments, and things like that.
Right. So Anganie, tell me a little bit about where SSS is based. And I know SSS is a company that is based in Central Florida and surrounding municipalities, but how far do you guys stretch in terms of the state of Florida, or even are you guys expanding out of the state?
So we are based here in Central Florida, in Claremont, Florida to be exact, but we are located, well, our flexibility, basically, we can go anywhere in Florida and anywhere within the U.S., right? So pretty much we can pick up a patient from whatever location is needed and take them wherever they need. Of course, we're based in Central Florida, so that's our biggest local area, I should say, but we're able to serve anywhere in the U.S.
Okay, that's good to know. So you heard it firsthand. If anyone in the entire country needs any non-emergency medical transportation, you guys know who to contact. So Anganie, what motivated you to start this business with your husband?
Okay, so we've been doing service for a long time. The previous business that we owned was also very similar to this. So we know how to serve people, how to be with people, and how to help people. And of course, doing this type of business, non-emergency medical transportation, you meet a lot of, could be elderly people, younger people, just all types of people that have different needs. And, it's easy for us to communicate and help these people out and get them to where they need to go and just assist. And we like doing that, so hence the reason for getting into it.
So Anganie, as someone in politics and someone who cares so deeply about the Central Florida community, I must ask you, do you feel that our city governments, our counties, are accommodating businesses and companies like NEMT, and what would you like to see, and I mean this with sincerity, what would you like to see our public office holders, our mayors do to accommodate businesses like this?
Right, that's a great question, and I'm glad that you asked that. So I have been attending a lot of meetings, different meetings in Orlando, in Claremont, in Lake County, Orange County, Polk County, Sumter County, and it's the same thing that I see in majority of the meetings, right? We as local businesses are not really looked at in a way that I feel that we should be looked at, because we're small business owners and we're here to serve the community and to serve our people, and just trying to get in between the lines of where you need to for your business to grow and for people to know that this service exists, it's somewhat difficult,
Yeah, and I've always said that small business owners make tremendous impact within our community in every aspect. Private sector, public sector, small businesses, nonprofits have such a huge impact on the well-being of our community, especially here in Central Florida. Anganie, I must ask you, what kind of pride do you take in transporting patients to rehab centers, to hospitals, to locations that they need medical help?
Our biggest thing is safety. Getting you from point A to point B safely, right? So whatever it takes, like in our service here, we offer a stretcher, wheelchair, ambulatory, just whatever is needed. But to answer that question, we have to make sure patient safety is number one. So making sure that they're secured in whatever part of the vehicle that they're going, where we're transferring them from the hospital bed to, let's say, the stretcher, for example. Making sure that they're strapped on, making sure that they're comfortable, always asking them, are you okay? Do you feel okay? Things like that, for the ones that can respond to you, and if they're not able to, sometimes their family members are there, so we'll communicate with them, nurses, doctors, things like that. So just making sure that they're safe and comfortable and getting them there safely.
I'm glad to hear that, safety is the #1 priority of SSSNEMT. When people are at their most vulnerable, when people are ill and sick, they expect a company that promotes safety, that, they know, the patients know that they're in good hands. So I highly recommend SSSNEMT because, safety is the #1 priority for many people. If you have any loved one that is sick or ill, safety, and you care deeply about safety, which I think everyone does, SSSNEMT is the way to go. Anganie, I must ask you, what is one specific patient or call that has had an everlasting impact on you?
Right. So, being in this type of business, you see so much on a daily basis, and there's quite a lot, but I'll pinpoint to one. Just picking up this particular patient from a rehab center and basically had one leg off, one leg where just like toes are already off, not able to speak as much, but was so happy, that particular person, and was whatever they could say or whatever, they were talking, they were communicating, smiling, and it makes you think that, wow, the things that we take for granted, these people don't have, but he was so happy. So you look at that and then you're like, what am I complaining about? So things like that, and he specifically stands out in my head because he was just happy, and he was from point A to point B, really just calm. And like, I put myself in that situation and I'm like, oh my God, if that was me, well, how would I react? Things like that. So yeah, I mean, just taking things for granted and seeing that, it's like,
And again, I'm sure that the experiences that you guys see are ones that you take to heart because at the end of the day, we all have loved ones, and we would want to see our loved ones be in good hands with a company like SSSNEMT. Anganie, I must ask you, so I know you're the owner and CEO. Is your husband along with you in this journey, and how does he contribute to SSS?
Yeah, so definitely it's not just my thing, as you say. So yes, he's definitely involved. He drives the van. He's involved in the day-to-day operations. So he's 100% part of the entire business.
Nice. And do you guys plan on expanding more in the future? And in terms of expanding, I mean more drivers. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Right, absolutely. So as a small business owner, our goal is always to do better and grow, and within the community, of course, and where that comes into play is having the support from Central Florida and surrounding areas. And absolutely, growth is in the plan. So one step at a time.
Absolutely, and I can assure you, as someone in politics and government here in Central Florida, I will do everything in my power to ensure businesses like SSSNEMT grow and prosper in the future. So Anganie, during this interview, I can't help to comprehend and understand all the amazing benefits of a non-emergency medical transportation. I mean, you guys seem like the best in Central Florida, and I think I have no doubt in my mind that SSSNEMT is the best. Tell me a little bit about how you guys are the best and how you differentiate from all the other all the other NEMT companies in Central Florida.
I think, the biggest thing for us is just staying calm, understanding people. And I think with all the years of being in the service business, we kind of nailed that. And when I say understanding people, understand that everybody is dealing with a different type of situation, different personalities, different things like that. And you just have to be calm, understand that person, and do the best that you can to help them in whatever situation that they're in.
Absolutely, and I think that experience is a big thing, especially, again, dealing with loved ones, because that's what it's all about. Anganie, I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate you giving me insight and knowledge about what a NEMT company is, but what makes SSS so special. So I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I will continue fighting for businesses and non-emergency medical transportation services within the medical field to make sure that you guys prosper and have a bright future ahead for helping our Central Florida residents. So thank you, Anganie, once again.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Yep.